to locate the data within the context of our history. Because I would rather like to see the challenges that we face that no one debates or contends, even as you says, all you want is for us to speak about the how Nigeria work. Because we all have our reasons for the why Nigeria has not worked. Whether we reach a consensus on that or not. But I guess one very first question that I always ask myself is, what is Nigeria to us? If you want to make something work, if we want development, as we all cherish, we must understand what we want to develop, not develop what you don't have. And I think the very first questions we must ask ourselves is, what does Nigeria mean to us? There is no consensus, even 63 years after independence, on what Nigeria means to us. I know minimum irreducible consensus that we all agree that this is what Nigeria means to us. We have different variants of what we would like to mean to us. And we have stigmatized difference and weaponized diversity.
This is Crossfire.
Unfortunately, we can't go through 20th. Speak up on the pathway. Talked about city removal under Jonathan was all positive. It was all just what they needed to do at the time to get things going. All right, well, let's read some messages. We've quite a number of them. Let's wait them and just understand what's saying about quite a number of subjects, okay? Let's take a look at some.
Ishaku from Lugbe says, good morning, Dr. Femi, and Nigeria for family. Tinubu shows purposeful leadership in Hyundai's federal government. Tinubu has shown he was never prepared. All he has been saying is, give me time. His party APC over to him. President Buhari's red days was more active than Tinubu. All indication in Nigeria about poverty, suffering is negative. So where is the leadership we shall surely overcome? God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And he ends his message by that this morning. This says, the Femi D court knows Atiku Obi's fate today. Nigerians are waiting heavily for judgment, and Nigerians can no longer have freedom of democracy anymore. How do you mean? We want the judiciary to judge well, to deliver us from hardship, poverty, security, opulent from Buhari. It's that in via WhatsApp. Chinoso from Gaiki says, if the judgment is going to be delivered, why the heavy deployment of security all over the place? It's because they know that the judge, the judge is...
okay.
You know that. We'll leave it at that. Good morning, presenters in the studio. Okay, let's see if we can rush this. My name is Ikukuoma 5050 from Cuba. Please, what's the time for the court sitting? The last I checked, I don't know, but we'll give you that details.
We'll be back now. It's always nice to hear Effizy side because he always knows these things.
The politics of our nation.
They are right to protest. There is no need to go and start shooting.
The current affairs of state.
Everywhere we have gone to, the threat of Abuja is not on the surface.
At your fingertips on your Let's Talk station.
95.1 Nigeria in Let's Talk.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria. And let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
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 This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info. This is 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 Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info.
A penchant for silencing the voices of the people crying for a new Nigeria, where bad governance, executive and legislative lawlessness, political rascality, and judicial effectiveness will be non-existent. The frustrated youths who have lost hope in Nigeria today, particularly the ruling of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, are constantly subjected to imminent harm.
And there you hear the Coalition for Protection of Democracy speaking there on what protests should be and how it should be. Quite a long one there. It's about 21 minutes, but then again, we also need to get your take on some of these issues and some of the opinions, what you think and you are saying, particularly on any of the subject matter. Call us up on 700-951-0000. WhatsApp is 00930-137. Let's talk. Well, good morning to you. Yes, good morning, sir.
Your brother for North Central living from Federal Abuja.
You're welcome.
You talk about the spokesman.
Yes, sir.
If there's justice in the any way, there's peace. If there's no justice in the any way, there's not. So, to advise us warning the protesters, let them do the justice. Do justice, if they do justice, people come and test massively because we are Nigerians. We didn't fear anybody now. We didn't fear police. We didn't fear DSS. We didn't fear army. In the market now, you cannot go to market now and tell them say at the army or at police we are going to market and the things are addressing. So, and the lack of justice, that's the cause all the cabinets and no. So I don't pay for the show. Just do the right thing so that peace will reign in this country. Thank you.
Thank you. We look forward to peace and we will preach peace every point in time. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
I'm calling from Abuja.
Sorry, say your name again.
Ciao.
Welcome. Let's talk.
I'm talking about the electoral they are going to have the tribunal today. One about me, if the judges like, they should do good judgment. If they don't like, let them do what they want. But one thing about this life is, whatever you saw will have it coming back to you. I know when Buhari won election in 2015, some people were criticizing some of the policies. So we are criticizing it on the basis of law of the nation. They tag them, those who hate the country and all that. And even in this station, I know people were praising him. He was the Messiah. Many of those people are not even alive. They were killed by bandits. And that's how this life. There is an adage on that if you see where a fowl is trying to scatter his, that is to pursue that fowl. But because you don't know when they kill that fowl, you wonder which they leg. So what am I saying? If they just like, they should do the correct thing. If they don't like, they should do whatever. The mess is we are together in it. And if you think...
All right, let's leave it at that. To you. Hello, good morning to you. Hello. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes.
How do you work now?
Very well. Where you are calling from? Okay. Hello, good morning.
Thank you, the billionaire. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
It's Obasanjo from Amale Billionaire. I want to tell you, I withdraw my statement that the statement that I make was not in line to insult Mr. Governor. La. You can hear me?
I'm with you.
Although I'm short of call card,
okay.
Let me load, then I'll try and call.
Okay. Let's go to WhatsApp and tell some of your calls via WhatsApp this morning. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, morning, El.
Good morning to you.
Thank you. This is Mary from Gwagwalada.
It's good to hear your voice, Mary. It's good to hear your voice.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I want to talk on the threat by DSS, police, and the security agencies.
Would you refer to that as a threat, Mary?
Well, because the warnings are, I can call them threats. But it's supposed to be a court judgment. I don't know. I'm warning people. What I'm saying so is that just last day, that voice note you played, protest is part of democracy.
Yeah.
If we are grieved, if we are not satisfied, we protest. Even me, I will join them. If you start warning us,
it's your constitutional right. But again, yes. when the police saddled with the responsibility of protecting lives and property, is also telling you that some people are trying to get into this, and the DSS is saying they've, of course, on some of these people, some politicians who are trying to foster things. Okay.
They should approach ones they have uncovered. They should approach them. Why generalizing it? We have a right to protest. If you say we should not protest, what is the difference between the democracy and the military rule? Because it is in the military rule that they said must not protest. People's rights are guarded. People's voices are guarded. So if we are in a democracy and you won't allow us to express our grievances, what is the difference us and Niger and Gabon?
The truth is, the truth on that is, again, while you also go after your constitutional right, the police also reserve the right to protect you.
Yes, the police is supposed to protect the people who are protesting. We have seen in other people where the civil society protests, and the police is going side by side with them.
No, but when the police feel that you will not be safe in doing your constitutional right, They also
Who make us unsafe?
They also have the
Who
right.
was unsafe?
I mean, Mary, you don't have more information than the police or the DSS when it comes to some of these issues.
The information is only when we want to protest. Don't they use the information when they have not paid us salary? Today is 6th. They have not paid us salary. Which information
they will pay you salary. Don't worry.
When we die,
no, you will not die. You will not die, Mary. It's okay. Off your mic. You will not die.
They are sending.
Mary, let's leave it at that with you. I mean, talking about constitutional rights, right protest and all of that. But then again, you have the right to protest. But if the authority, the agency saddled with the responsibility of protecting your life and the property is saying that this might lead to some other thing, I think it's just being careful to look at it with another eye, and also know that, because I was telling Mary, you can't have more information than police or the DSS when it comes to some of these things.
Yeah, and of course there are other things we in the media also know that we can talk about, but just because it's not together we are together can also translate to have other kinds of people in the together. So you may think you're for one cause, but somebody else also there for other motives there. As one may suspect. And yes, by the way, just to mention, we're seeing early footages of some people gathering in court. It doesn't mean judges are in, but it means representatives and people who are cleared to be in the court are already in court as well. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, well.
John is calling from Maraba.
All right, John.
Yes. Femi.
Yes, sir. Oh, that didn't stay true. Good morning. And neither did that. Good morning. Yes, good morning. It doesn't sound like the way I can hear him. Please, if you can hear me, I apologize. We take your call. It's not good enough. Okay, the clarity of the line, we're struggling to hear you. Good morning. Morning. Yes.
Good morning. It's the man from I call himself. I remember Hamza Bakar Ali Tinubu Pekin. I'm calling for Fido this morning.
All
no
right.
Emotional blackmail, no psychological blackmail will derail the justices from dispensing justice. There will be justice that will stand the test of time. The entire world is watching them, and I know they will do what is required of them. Long life Federal Republic of Nigeria. May God bless our country. Get our leaders right. Favorable or not favorable, Nigeria will win. Nigeria first and Nigeria always. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity. God bless our station. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning to you. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
God bless you, Eddie. This is the good man. I greet all Nigerian people, callers and listeners, anonymous and the rest of you. May God bless all of us. However,
yes, sir.
My own is prayer. Like I keep only prayer. Prayer is the only prayer that can set this country free. Only prayer, because the way God will do it, I don't know. There is nothing God cannot do. God has heard the cry of Nigerians. Yes, but it looks like there are safe forces. There are safe forces that are still fighting it. But I want to let them. It was the time of the judgment, please, because we don't like. We don't have life.
As now, just like Dr. Femi was also informing us, but there are some gatherings around the court. But there is no fixed time that I know or seen being broadcasted. But again, we would keep everyone abreast here as soon as they start.
I'll just be listening to my radio.
Yes.
Like.
Yes.
So, my brother, finally, please let Nigerian leaders, our politicians, let African leaders see what is going on in other parts of the African countries. The reason is going on. Please, Nigeria, let us not use our own hand to destroy ourselves or destroy our country because of selfish interest. That's not free. Let me stop here for this time. God bless all of us.
All right. Thank you.
Comments continue to come in about how the presidential petition court verdict will come in. I mean, comments even from former Minister of Education, Madam Obi Ezekwesili, also make a comment. She says the eyes only on the judiciary. She makes very firm, intense. Just to listen, a quick listen to a viewpoints on this.
Independence in 1960. It's appalling that assessment of our democracy should be the context within which we hold this very significant celebration of one who himself has been a public intellectual and academic in this field of political development. To the recent elections. I quote, "It is no secret that officials at operational level have been allegedly compromised to make what should have worked not to work, and to revert to manual transmission of results, which is manipulated and the results doctored. The chairman of INEC claimed ignorance but cannot hold his hands and do nothing when he knows that election process has been corrupted and most of the results that are brought outside bids and the server are true reflections of the will Nigerians who have made their individual choices. At this stage, we do not need wittingly, unwittingly, to set this country on fire with greed, irresponsibility, and in an unpatriotic act of those who allegedly gave money to tech officials for perversion and those who collected blood money. This about elections in the year of the Lord 2023. For
here it is.
This is More Fire.
Oh, that's the comment she makes about that. Let's take some calls even as we start to round off. Good morning.
The billionaire himself.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yeah, this is Pastor TJ calling from the bar.
Okay, Pastor TJ, you're welcome.
Yeah. Please, I want to ask a question. You see, only before and after our political leaders leave office, they always have solution to Nigeria's problem. See the way Femi was speaking English. Before they came to power, I met Nigeria. Dr. Jonathan, before he came to power, how did they left Nigeria? How did he left the place? Impact as he made now, they're not talking about how to solve the problem in Nigeria. The masses, we have the solution to that problem. And the only solution to Nigeria is to get rid of all these unproductive leaders we have in our society. All our political leaders, they have nothing to offer us. All they want is just transform the economy of Nigeria. They have no solution. Next leader to wake up.
Okay, well, that pretty much is asking leaders to wake up. Okay, well, let's take another call. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Oh, no. Okay, I think that's just not staying true. Yes, good morning.
Thank you. Doctor, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
It's about Sanjay from Amali, Niger State. Applaud for the voice note that just played now. I am telling you that this, she has said it all. In my police unit, or in my ward, the foundation center in my ward was high. We were saying different things. If not that we stand straight, these people, they manipulate all the elections. I am not blaming the INEC, but I am blaming the people. It's we that we do talk. That they use us and play us. And all of us will go to the same market. That the police, the army, or the DSS itself, that they are threatening Nigerians.
They are not threatening Nigerians.
I don't think we should. It's not a threat. They're giving you information. It's a warning on what they think would happen. And they also have proof to say we have some uncovered elements. We have tracked their leader now and also given advice to guide and parents and vice chancellors of different tertiary institutions. So calling it a threat is just driving it to a hot point.
Sir, yes, I agree. So if the nation is living at peace, nobody will threaten to all these things. But if the nations, people are anger, there, people are not happy. I do say, I am calling from the village. The anger, the level of anger in the village. If you come from inside town and see how villagers are angry about something or the government, what about people that are living in the city? You know your house rent, your food, your transportation is there.
There is no doubt. There's no doubt about the level of sentiment and displeasure that people have at different levels. Nobody is disputing that. We're just providing clarity that they did not threaten any Nigerian. They provided warnings. They provided guidance. There's a difference between threatening and warning.
Okay, so I agree with you, studio, that I am on all Nigerians. We should be patient and wait for the outcome of this.
All right.
I'm not threatening. They beg Nigerians to be calm. Let's calm. Thank you.
All right, thank you. It's going to be interesting day. The law court, the court where the judgment will be passed is already full. From some of the footage we see, already full. Lawyers, the politicians are making their entry as well.
Announcements have been made. Call to order announcements. Because it was looking quite a rowdy point for where to sit, where not to sit, and all of that, as we see it from this side. But just like Dr. Femi has said, and as also showed us earlier, would ensure that will bring you, as long as they are streaming live, and as long as the live would also bring you all the gist from there.
Now, let's also mention, because some people say, I want to see it myself. There's clearance, there are judicial correspondents, journalists who come the court affairs. You have to provide to cover for you to be admitted to the journalist or media-designated area, all right? If you're a lawyer, covering the case and everything, there are a lot of protocols that have been put in place there and there. There's quite a number of security men here and there as well. So please, we ask you, if you're business in the area, please stay off the area to be easy for every one of us to see through that. We'll still see more footages from there and how that looks this very morning, just to provide perspective. Arrangements have been made for everybody to sit in designated areas. We'll see the lawyer representing shall be there. He's standing there, just there, making, I guess, the last set of phone calls it would make before the session starts. So, presumably the session should start by 9 or 10. There are more of us as well in the courtroom as we can follow through from there this time. Yes.
Dr. Femi, just looking at what we see from here, I'm just trying to also run the room. What emotions feel the people in that room at this moment, whether supporters, lawyers, party members, party executive, and the likes. But what happens, we all should have the bigger picture. We are Nigerians, we'll remain Nigerian, and we'll continue to be Nigerians.
All right. We need to round off now on much of morning Crossfire, but we're sure there'll be much taken as we go during the course of the day and follow through with all that there is. We'll keep our eyes on this, the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal as it stands. And much of provide, we'll be keeping up with that. Thanks for joining in. I am Femi D. Thanks for your time.
My name is Effizy, the billionaire, and it's good to be here.
Breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day. The way is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
This is Nigeria Info.